How was it you worked this thing? Oh man, it's been a while, huh? Long time. Yes, I still work for DigDeep. It's been a very, very long time. Got some guys doing some water hauls. Look, got a new water truck. Kind of my design. You guys can see the rails on top. And also there's two manholes up there. And then a headache rack. Got Steve. Okay. Got Steve in the water truck doing some water hauls. And then we got the team over here poking around, making fun of each other. Harvin has his Jeepers Creepers hat. Got Rob over there. And then you got Stanley walking around right here. Doesn't want to wave. None of them want to wave. Oddly enough, I did do a vlog on like Tuesday, but I forgot. Got everybody over there talking away. We got Stanley and Howard doing Stanley and Howard business. The backhoe's all loaded up. And we also got some tanks loaded up. So yeah, I did kind of make one, but I stopped and I just forgot to continue it. Just forgot. Doesn't mean I'm bringing back a DigDeep vlog, but it was more supposed to be an update vlog, which I will get to. I just need to finish loading up and get some water. You got Mike. He was right there, but yeah, just need to finish loading up, get some water, and then head out, and hopefully I'll do another update part and finish it. But yeah, got some water trucks back there. You guys can see it. They're getting ready to head out too. So I normally don't record or vlog while I'm driving, but I'm like going super duper slow. It's raining a lot, so the road is just muddy. I don't want to go too fast and get the trailer and the tank all muddy, so I'm just trying to keep it slow, not cause too many ruts. But yeah, it's pretty muddy coming up this hill. It was like I can hear it. But yeah, I try not vlog while I'm driving, but I'm only going 5 miles an hour. Out in the wild. I was trying to figure out what I was gonna say. But just got the tank put in. It's in the ground. Steve is actually currently filling up the tank. We are probably 75% done, almost 80. It's getting really close. And it's amazing because we're pretty far from the yard. It takes like an hour or something to get here. It was raining, but now it's all sunny and hot. Sweating. All the rain is north of us. Looks like it's in Tonalia area. But yeah, went by pretty quickly. It's like soft sand and then some rock on the bottom. And got Steve filling up the water. Tank. The Steve. The Harv. So yeah. gallons, about 200 gallons, 174, 75, going to go inside the tank. Water is life, that's what that says. And then let's go make fun of Rob for a bit.
The sniper and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that one. Jarheads. Whoa! Hello. Hello.
Arvin said, "Are you in?"
Hey, are you in? Yep. It is in. Okay, so we got that.
Earmuffs. Whew. Quite a ways to walk up here. But I think this is a cool end of day video. Nice backdrop. Got Navajo Mountain and the highway is just right here. Always wanted to walk up here. Now I have the chance to walk up here. Really cool, especially that. Just looks amazing. Like more on that side, but I just got up here, so it's a little windy. Windy for the mic. Maybe you guys can hear it, I'm not sure, but it's a little windy. And the actual purpose of this video was supposed to be, lens was a little dirty, but the purpose of this video was supposed to be like a little update of the Utah 115. But might as well show people that I'm still with DigDeep doing some water installs, septic installs as well, but mostly water installs. Driving around a lot. There's some of our old clients were asking if I was still driving around, wanting me to come back to some of these houses. So, but there's a lot of people I still knock on doors and try and find. But to answer your question, yes, I am still with DigDeep. But the main purpose obviously was the Utah 115. It was a very fun race. I enjoyed it. It was very long. Finally hit 100 miles on my feet. Finally did something a little further than 100 miles, 115. So very excited with that. But with my 3.5 mile or 3 mile detour, mile and a half back, mile and a half this way, I actually pushed 119. It was 116 in total, but I did 119 like that guy at the aid station. I'm an overachiever. But yeah, it was really fun. Very long, 40 hours. I was expecting to do a little faster than that, but as you guys heard if you watched it, there was a lot of sand in my toe box. I have gaiters, but I didn't expect it to be that much sand. So in my toe area, it just got full of sand and it hurt. I think I must have dumped my shoes out like 40 times. And it got to the point where I was trying to go 5-6 miles or to the aid station and just dump it out there, but it slowed me down a lot. And it was like 80% sand, so yeah, my toes were just messed up. Never had a problem with blisters, and it was my first time getting blisters. I used those toe socks and never had a problem until this one. So all that sand gave me a lot of blisters on my toes. My toes kind of got swollen. That was my first time ever. And blisters under the ball of my foot. all on the right side. If you made it like closer to the end of the video, I was trying so hard to run, but I couldn't get going. I was moving at a 20-minute per mile pace. 3 miles took like 5 hours, something like that. 5 hours for 15 miles, that's what it was. 15 miles took me 5 hours, and it was so brutal. I was just trying to tell myself, make it here. Because it was an out and back type of deal. So after that 26 mile, that first aid station where I saw my mom and dad, it was all just going back where we came from. So I just kept telling myself, get here and then you can empty your shoes. But I was so focused on it, the guy behind me caught me. I was trying to pass the guy that was ahead of me. I saw all these aid stations, I was catching him. That second to last aid station, it's called Best Friends. I was 15 minutes behind him. The one before that, I was 25 minutes behind him. And the one before that, before all the sand, which was the 26 mile, before the dunes area, I was 35 minutes behind. So I was catching him, but it was that after Best Friends, the second to last aid station, I just kept hurting on my foot. And then I was going slower and slower, and then the guy behind me actually passed me. I was really bummed, but I was just like, you know what? Let's just finish this thing. And nighttime came around, the second night area. I thought I had both of my headlamps, but I guess I must have taken it out at one point. Something happened, but I didn't have my spare one, and my headlamp ended up starting to die. So I had it on the very dimmest setting, and then I just turned it off completely, and I used my watch. It has a light on there, right there. So I was using that, and then my watch died. I was like, dang it. Then I used my phone, and my phone was already at like 10%. I used my battery pack to charge the GoPro. So I just ended up turning off the phone light. It was like the last 2 miles, and I used the headlamp at the very dimmest setting, and I was holding it so I can have it on the ground, and it worked, but I was going slow. But yeah, saw the guy that passed me originally on top of the hill. If you saw in the video at the end, I said it feels so great to see Kanab, the lights. And I emptied my shoe for the very last time on that one, and I turned that corner and I looked down to my left, and I saw him. I saw his backlight, and then I saw his headlight, and I was like, I'm gonna catch that guy. You passed me, but I'm gonna catch you. So I started going and kept going, and then got through all the rocks. I felt my blisters pop on those rocks, and it just hurt so much. Got on the pavement, and it was like the last 3 football fields. I think it was like something like that. And then you make a right turn, and it's like a 50 yards to the finish line. And I emptied the tank on that one. I was just like in full, almost sprint, but I was in full running mode, holding my breath. Caught him at the very last, that turn, like 5 feet away from that turn. And I made that right turn, and I sprinted to the finish line. And I was so happy I passed him. That lady over there that put on the organization with her husband, she was like, oh, did you guys run together? I was like, no. I was just determined to pass him. And I heard him over talk saying, I didn't even know that guy was right behind me. So I was really happy I passed him. But ended up overall for the entire race was 11th. But overall for the men's, I made 7th. So I was very happy to make the top 7 in the men's side, 11th overall. And 43 people towed the line and started, and only 23 finished. So very, very pleased with it. And would I do it again? I don't know. It's just too much sand. 116 miles, but 119 in total. It was 40 hours. Wanted to finish it a little sooner than that, but it's too much sand. I complain about the sand a lot, and I'm always gonna say it. It's too much sand. But it was a lot of fun. I think I'm stuck to wanting to race 100 milers now. It was a different feel, it was a different mentality of it, and I was feeling really good and really strong on it. My nutrition was on point, my water intake was on point, so I think I'm gonna be a little bit stuck on wanting to do 100 milers. My prep before it, my training prep, was a little intense. For 3 weeks prior, I've been running in between after the 50 milers, but 3 weeks prior I did fasting, 24-hour fast, run 5.5 miles, and then eat. But I only ate like a scoop of rice and sweet potato. 24-hour fast, run 5.5 miles, same thing, repeat. For a whole like 9 days straight. And my last like 2 days for the week, 6 and 7, was a 15-mile day. So my whole week was 52 miles. Very, very happy with that. And then the week after that, so the second week, I was eating more lunch, stopped the 24-hour fast part and just kept running. And I was just feeling really good about it. My body took the fasting really, really well. I wasn't fatigued, I wasn't cramping, I wasn't shaking, because I was already to the point of I never really ate a lot of candy, not a lot of sugar intakes, no soda, so that was, my body took that really well. And then the week before Utah 115, accidentally did a 48-hour fast. I did a 24-hour, and then I got home and I was like, I'll eat later. I'm not too hungry, so I was like stretching, moving the hips, and then all of a sudden 10 o'clock came around and I was like, I don't feel hungry yet. Fell asleep and woke up the next day. I was like, oh my god, I actually did 48 hours. Went to work, came home, went running, and I was feeling fine. I wasn't fatigued, I wasn't shaking, not cramping, no headaches, nothing. I was like, this is crazy. But I knew I had to eat, so I ate. And then the week of, I just kind of like tapered it down. It was raining, so I didn't really do any running. And then the day of, I was just ate a burrito. So happy to eat a burrito. And then weighed myself before we left here. I was 198 pounds. Ran, did all that, got home, weighed myself. I was at 188. Yeah, I lost quite a bit of weight, but after that, it was funny because I started eating. I was like, I just want to eat. I felt so happy to eat. Muscles were hurting, joints were a little painful, but took Monday off. Came in on Tuesday. We had some visitors from our HQ come by, and they saw me limping around. They're just asking all these questions about the ultra, and then took Wednesday and Thursday off, and I was just a lot of burgers, a lot of eating, and I think I stacked all that weight back on. But I do need to get back into the groove of things again and start training again. But yeah, it was a fun race, the Utah 115. And we'll start walking back to the truck. But yeah, I gotta thank everybody for watching the video. all the comments on there. I read them all. I've been the one liking them all. Sometimes I will comment back, but I didn't comment back on any of those because I was still mentally exhausted and just trying to get my body back going. Right now I'm like 100%. My toes are still a little tingly. It's that tingly feeling when it feels like if you rub up against something, or if you rub it, it feels like pins and needles. Like if you were numb from cold and you're getting that feeling back and got that like pin needle feeling. That's what it feels like on my toes. It's starting to come back. I'm feeling it getting better and better every day. But I did go running on a treadmill and lifted weights, ran a mile, lifted weights, ran a mile again. Did like 5 miles like that, all in a like 5 minute per mile pace. Then I kind of stopped again. I just got so happy with eating food. But yeah, thank you everybody for the comments. It was really uplifting to read a lot of them. New people on there, past people on there, people from the Mad Moose events. Those aid stations, they were so helpful. I felt safe. They really took care of us. Just sat down, gave them my bottles, they filled it, electrolytes if I needed it, and asked me what I wanted to eat. I told them, they had it ready for me. I was like, wow. All I had to do was just empty out my shoe. And I gotta give those guys props. If you've ever done aid stations, volunteered with it, you guys are amazing. I'm sure every single runner out there knows it, and it feels good knowing that you're so far, so exhausted, and you're being taken care of, and you feel safe. But yeah, it was long, it was very fun. The Mad Moose Ultras, I would do those again. Mad Moose events, I would really do those 50 milers again because I just love the whole organization. They were all friendly. The interactions with everybody, second time running it, everyone knew me by name, so that was cool. All these aid stations, they seen me and they're like, oh, it's that guy. Not from the YouTube side, but you know, they just remembered me from the first one. And then the second one, it was cool that everyone, again, knew who I was. Then, with this Utah 115, it was the first one person yelled out, "Go one more," BPN from the hat. Only one guy knew it, so it was cool. People all say they love the hat. It's not my hat, it's his hat. So it was cool that people knew it, or they just liked the hat. Everybody in the Mad Moose ones, the second one, 3 people were wearing BPN hats, and everybody else just knew it was the guy in the BPN hat. But yeah, it was the second one, the second Mad Moose, the Red Hot. I should have got them all on camera, but that one, everyone knew who I was. I think it's from this. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I do. This video is long. I'm rambling a lot, but I'm just happy to hold this camera again and talk to everybody. Not run and talk to everybody. So I hope I'm a little more enjoyable to listen to. But yeah, everyone over there knew who I was. I hope it was from this. but they're all calling me by name, everything like that. Hi, call me by my full name, so it's really cool. And yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the comments. And maybe, just maybe, I can get, Shanna mentioned it, but Joelle mentioned it as well. Ada too. No, it was Ada. It was all three of them. Maybe we can get DigDeep to help me get into the 2026 Cocodona 250. A lot of people signed up for it. I'm at number 500. But hopefully, maybe DigDeep and John G, we can all get them to let me race it. Maybe turn it into like a charity bib. Possibilities. I'm not saying that it is, but possibilities. I would really like to, and I would 100% be down with the donation part. So doing Instagram stuff and saying, help me get to the finish line, donate to this, donate to DigDeep in the cause, or anything like that to get people clean drinking water. But yeah, hopefully, maybe, I don't know. Or maybe if everybody here just sends it to the Cocodona people and be like, hey, give this guy a shot for next year. A low bib number between 1 and 9 or 1 and 20. I think that would be awesome to have one of those bib numbers. And I was supposed to do it this year, but emails, all that stuff, I ended up making other plans to Supercross and already paid for all that. My niece got the tickets. I just paid for everything else in advance. And then that Monday, or it was like Saturday before, like a week before, oh, congratulations, you're invited to Cocodona 250. I had to decline that because I already paid for Supercross weekend, and I was already planning on Utah 115, so I was a little bummed on that. So hopefully next year I can get into it, or if everybody can help me. You know, you never know. The power of the internet, YouTube, social media, maybe everybody can get them to be like, hey, give this guy a shot to run under this, and John G to run 2026 Cocodona 250. That would be awesome. But yeah, thank you for watching. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the comments, sticking with me on these past couple months, not really uploading a vlog. I don't know, does everybody want me to bring back the DigDeep vlogs? If you do, go on DigDeep's YouTube page and be like, hey, tell him to bring it back. Or just, you know, I don't know, but we'll see. But thanks for all the comments. I read them, I enjoy them, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.